Hello, my viewers. Seva dear, you are most welcome to my channel. Thank you. Today, I just want us to learn something. Now, there are few people you're not supposed to mess with whatsoever. First, these people don't know their rights. People don't know their rights. People are poor. People are vulnerable. People are living at your mercies. Do not take away their rights. These people, God is very much serious about them. God himself protects them. In my last video, I talked about how in some places, in some building sites, you'll find that there are these people they call foremen. Someone is getting 500 per day. They're toiling from morning to 6 or 5, and they're supposed to be given 500. And you take 100 or 200 from this person just because you are their boss, you are their supervisor. And if they don't give you that money, they won't come. They won't be coming tomorrow. You won't select them to work. And so when this person analyzes between giving you the 200 or the 100 or the 150 shillings and taking everything home, they think of tomorrow, they decide to give you that money. But they go in their hearts, they are sad. And you go, in the first place, you are getting more than them. And again, you are forcefully taking it from them because even though they're giving to you, they're not giving it willingly. If they are given another option, they wouldn't give it to you, but they don't have any other option. So you are eating their sweat and blood, which is very wrong. Other people are these people we call orphans, poor, needy, vulnerable. People who are working under us. Some of these people are working in our farms, our house helps in our houses, maybe in our workplace, there are our juniors. And sometimes we're given money to share or to distribute or we're given even opportunities, but because even they're not aware, you go take your sister, your brother, or whoever, and you deny them that right. And they may not know. Sometimes they might never know, but trust me, you are treading on a very dangerous ground. Someone is working for you as a watchman, and in the back of your mind, you know that they will work for you for 3 months without you paying for them, and when they ask for the money, you dismiss them. I've seen these things happening in very many places, and I'm just wondering what kind sometimes you think that you conned them, but you are conning yourself. A house girl comes in your house, they work under very hard conditions. You are treating them like a slave. Every time you're shouting on them. I normally say, I advise people, if you're having employees or workers under you, or they're your house helps, shamba boys, and you feel like you don't want them again, just dismiss them in a honorable way. If the grace is not sufficient again, when you look at them like this, you feel like you want to beat them or you want to quarrel them, you just want to abuse them, release them. Shut your mouth and tell them, I think you need to go. Just find a way to tell them, to let them go, instead of you letting this person suffer under your jurisdiction. And some of you go abusing, allowing even your children to disrespect these workers. Very wrong. Let me tell you. And you see, I don't want even to say that some of these people are Christian or not, because as a human being, you don't have to be a Christian or a Muslim or a traditionalist or a Buddhist for you to behave rightfully, for you to be able to act rationally. So long as you're a human being, the blood and water is running through your veins, you're supposed to act as a human being. That's why in the book of Matthew 25, chapter 25, verse 40, there's a place that it said, and the king will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers, and sisters of mine you did to me. You know, people, in most cases, I've seen this severally. People will always want to honor people who can give them, who can give the favor back. If someone is your boss, you want to honor them, but the juniors, you want to step on them. If someone is richer, you want to honor them, to treat them with the kindness. But those who are below you, a good human being, a normal human being, you are supposed to treat people with the honor, with the care. Because you've caused very many people want to go and hang themselves, commit suicide, or even lose self-esteem, become hopeless in life. Just retrace your ways. What I'm trying to tell you is that, you know what you are doing today, it is going to catch up with you tomorrow. You won't escape. Today you think that you are more smarter, or you are smarter, and then with the time you'll know that you are not smart. There's someone who's more smarter than you. When your kid tomorrow will come to you and they're telling you that, oh, you see, I was supposed to be given this position, but they've taken it from me. You say I was supposed to get this money, that boss has taken it from me. Then you'll know that whatever you planted, you are harvesting through your kids, through your grandchildren. And some of these things you harvest even before. Sometimes you lose those chances not because you are not qualified. You lose some of the time you lose those contracts not because you're not qualified, but because if the Bible says, if you are faithful to the smallest thing, you are going to be, God will trust you with the greater things. But now this small position you've been given little money to employ a house girl. You've been given little position to be a boss somewhere. You've been given an opportunity to be the bazoo of your family. And that little position you've been given, you're misusing it. And you want God to promote you? Really? Even if you are the one, can you promote someone like that one? And yes, some of you will find your ways to climb the ladder. But let me tell you, there is one who is called God. The Bible says he can never be mocked. He can never be mocked. He is our God. He can never be mocked. He knows the end from the beginning. And it is better if the devil is fighting you. How about if you are paying for your sins, or if it's God who is making sure that you are receiving your dividends? Who are you going to blame? Now let me show you this from the book of Proverbs chapter 19 from verse 17. It says, whoever is kind to the poor lends the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have. If someone asks you for something, maybe they want money, they want food, and you don't have, just tell them, I'm sorry, I don't have. Instead of you giving them with abuses, with a lot of negativity. That's very wrong. If you want to give gladly. If you don't want, just keep off. And the Bible has said, if you are lending to the poor, other versions will say that you are lending to God. And in due time, you're going to harvest, you're going to reap. Psalms 140 verse 12, I know that the Lord secures justice for the poor and upholds the cause of the needy. These people, some of them might even die in that poverty. Remember the story of Lazarus and the rich man? Also, be afraid of these people you're always harming or hurting, and they don't pay you back. These people, some of them, they know that vengeance belongs to God. Go read the book of Romans chapter 12 from verse 17. Maybe we'll finish from there or begin from there. Do not pay evil for evil. There's someone who knows this verse. And this from Romans 12 from verse 17 to 21. People know that vengeance belongs to God. And these people, you will hurt them, will do everything against them, will take away their rights, you will shame them, will gossip them, will do every evil thing against them. And they'll never even ask you. Some of them will never ask you because they know God is fighting their cause. And trust me, before you get out of this earth, their God will come for you. So it's just good to live at peace with everyone. The Bible says, let's just live at peace. It is good to live at peace with everyone. Just be human. Treat people with the care. They are sons of God. They are human beings. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you. Bye.